Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Wendy's bringing you all of today's hottest topics. And friend of the show, Regina King, is here, telling us about her hard-hitting role in the new drama, American Crime. Plus, Wendy's getting real and sharing her thoughts in an all-new edition of Ask Wendy. Now, here's Wendy!
Yeah. Well. Welcome to Thursday. Thanks for watching. My co-host, my studio audience, give it up. I'm doing great. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Oh, is it okay? Okay. Well, I love you more. Thank you so much for being here. You like it? Thank you. Me and Suzanne all week long have been wearing stuff from my line on HSN, which I show you on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'll be there, and then 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now, Suzanne and I are dressed alike. Twinsies. Suzanne is an extra small, mine is a medium, and the line goes all the way up to 3X. It's gonna be a big fun time there in Tampa at headquarters because, you know, you'll be watching. DJ Boof is coming to entertain, and Marco Glorious is gonna be there. And he's our hype man here at the show, and then there's gonna be a live studio audience. So we're gonna have big fun with Callie at HSN on Saturday. Thank you. So anyway, Demi Moore, you are so wrong. And no good's gonna come to you until you do right by your daughter. Well, this is what happened. Demi is 52, and she's hot, and we will give her that. As a matter of fact, she's a very, very good-looking woman. But yes, but according to Star Magazine, Rumer reportedly has, you know, she's doing Dancing with the Stars, and Rumer reportedly has a crush on her partner, Val Shimerkovsky. Well, let me just say, Val is very handsome. That's Max's younger brother. And I've told you how Dancing with the Stars, you know, you're so intimately close with somebody for so long that it is not an unthinkable thing for love to occur. So she's crushing on him really, really hard. No word on whether they made a move on each other, but I suspect, you know, they will be a couple before the end of the season. In the meantime, Demi apparently also thinks he's gorgeous. Now, see, I'm uncomfortable with this. I'm uncomfortable with this. It's one thing if you have a daughter and you say, you know, a guy is cute, but you don't have a history of dating guys so young. But we know that Demi likes a young, tight man. You know? And it's gotta be difficult growing up with a mother that's, you know, so hot. I'm not just talking about a pretty mother, you know, all mothers are beautiful, but I mean, you know, hot. You know, like at 52, she's still wearing a bikini, her teeth are beautiful, she wears rompers. I mean, you know, moms aren't as old-ish as they used to be back in the day. Remember how, you know, 52 used to look? It doesn't look like that anymore for a lot of people. So, you know, this Rumer, you know, she's a young girl. I'm sure she's full of insecurities, like many girls are when they're in their early 20s. And I just feel like somebody needs to take the lead, and Demi, it needs to be you. You need to back off. I know that you're not hitting on him, but it's enough for you to say that he's gorgeous. You know, and I was reading the article, they also said that Demi, you know, wanted him, like, maybe to come over for dinner and, you know, stuff like that. I just, it's just wrong on so many levels. And, you know, I don't have a problem with Demi dating young guys. Just don't have the hots for your daughter. And Demi, it'd also be different if you didn't have a history of boyfriend poaching from your daughters. Do you remember the story? She does. Do you remember the story that I was telling you, like last year this time? Demi dated Rumer's ex, Harry Morton. Yes! I should have probably said that first so that you could really understand that Demi is that girl. And it's just so messy and wrong. can you imagine one guy having a mother and daughter in the same family? And can you imagine what that must make Rumer feel like, knowing that Rumer really had it bad for Harry, and they dated for a moment of time, then they broke up, and then Demi ended up dating him. So Demi had Rumer's cleanup. But still, that would forever change my opinion of my mother on so many levels. And you know, so I was asked, you know, when we were meeting with the producers, going over hot topics and stuff, he's like, well, Wendy, what would you do if that was if you were in Rumer's situation? I said, you know what I'd do? I'd walk right over to my mother, and I would say, you want to act like a girlfriend? Then I'm going to curse you out like a girlfriend. Now, and I mean it. I mean it. I would use the F word, the B word. I mean, you know, like you want to act like a girlfriend? I'm going to show you how I treat a girlfriend who tries to poach or you know, has the eyes for my man. You know, and that's it. That's it. Rumer, good luck on Dancing with the Stars. Nicole Kidman, who stars in one of my favorite movies of all time, Bewitched, has a new enemy. And she goes by the name of Julia Roberts. Now, as feuds go, this is fantastic. I'm gonna tell you why. Because one is the face of Lancome, the other is the face of Chanel. One is worth like $160 million, the other's worth about $140 million. Both of them have Oscars, both of them are married, and both of them are A-list. It's a perfectly even feud. And if you had to guess who's more rude and mean to help, you know, people who help out, who would you guess? Clap if you would think it would be Julia. Clap if you think it'd be Nicole Kidman. You are very perceptive, because I was shocked. Yeah, it is Nicole Kidman. Okay, I'll tell you the story. So they just finished working on a movie together, and Julia reportedly hated Nicole's diva behavior. She treated the crew like a piece of scum under her shoe. Yeah, like just horrible to people. And so Nicole refused to sign one of the crew's birthday cards. And so, which is like, that's crazy. So you know what Julia did? Julia went out and bought the biggest cake she could find. No, listen. And then assembled all the crew and the cast right underneath the window of Nicole's trailer. Hold on. And they commenced to singing Happy Birthday real loud. I don't like rude people. I don't like rude people, and I don't like people who treat people who help out like they're nothing. I don't care if you're A-list. I don't care if you're beautiful, Nicole. I don't care if you star in one of my favorite movies. It's just disgusting. And, you know, what I like about Julia Roberts, other than that beautiful blonde hair she has, she looks good with that hair, right? What I like about Julia Roberts is that she's legendary for being an equal opportunity, nice person. You know, her husband, who she's been married to for years, and they've got those cute kids, Phineas and Hazel, I think their names are. Yeah, old school names. Hazel, wow. What a throwback. Anyway, Danny was part of the crew on a movie that Julia worked on years ago, and they fell in love. You know, here's this wealthy A-list woman, you know, I guess Nicole would say slumming with the help, but they've built a nice life for themselves. And that's one of the things I like about Julia Roberts is, yeah, along with the Pretty Woman movie. Oh, Taylor Swift. You've driven Orlando Bloom out of your building. Well, listen, okay, so you know Taylor is the ambassador to New York. And she apparently has this fantastic apartment downtown. When I say fantastic, I mean she bought the penthouse, and apparently there were a few penthouses up there, and so she knocked down the walls to all the penthouses. Look. So she's got this gigantic mansion in the sky. 7 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, probably 2 kitchens, I'm not sure. You know, I mean, why knock down all the kitchens, you know? And not only that, the security has an apartment within the apartment too. I know. So anyway, Orlando moved into the building only 6 months ago. But he's so tired of the paparazzi waiting for Taylor Taylor is like, she causes pandemonium when she goes places. There are a lot of celebrities that don't cause that pandemonium, not because they're not great at what they do, but just because they don't cause that. I would hate to live in a building with Taylor Swift too. As a matter of fact, I would hate to live in a neighborhood with a celebrity. Like, not for nothing. Because I would think that would attract a lot of unwanted attention. I mean, it might seem exciting to begin with, but when you have to step over paparazzi, particularly like here in New York, when you have to step over paparazzi to get into your house, and then they say, oh my God, and it's Orlando Bloom too. Too much. I remember when Sherry Shepherd was working at The View, and she had just married that man who she now is divorcing. And they were going to move to New Jersey. And I heard that they were looking in my town. And now you know, we live in a lovely town, we live in a lovely neighborhood. And it would be the kind of neighborhood that a girl like Sherry would love to live in, She came here while house hunting. She came promoting something or another, and Sherry, are you watching? Hi. Remember, and I whispered to you, I said, Sherry, please don't move. You can move to the town, please don't move to our neighborhood. Just please don't do it. Shout out to all my neighbors. I know what you all thought when I moved in. There were a lot of you who were very excited, dropping off, tasty things at the door and, things like that. But there had to be a handful of you that are like, oh crap, here we go with a celebrity in here. And a black celebrity, which means, like, between the rap music blaring and the Cadillac on the bricks, and people stopping by all the time. But I've proven to be a good, as a matter of fact, you don't hear a peep out of me. Not a peep. But anyway, I don't want to tell that story. Stop reminding me. Stop reminding me of when I moved, the movers stole my diary. All right, here's what happened. Once upon a time, before I became so jaded in the world, and I was back in college, and when you're in college, you're really by yourself, even though you have friends, but you're really on your own path, and you're trying to figure out who you are. And what better place to express yourself than to write it down in a diary? Because you look at that and you say, one day I'm gonna be somebody, and I'm gonna look back on these years, I'm gonna be like, Wendy girl, you were a mess. So I had a diary, right? And I kept it all through college, and it was thick. It was, a loose leaf thing. It was a binder. So I kept it all through college, and I would do an entry every day. And then when I left for my first radio job, I would do an entry every day. I was in St. Croix. I was by myself. I was on the radio. And then my second radio job was in Washington, D.C. Well, when I landed my big job from D.C., I landed, my big job here in New York, I moved. So, they gave me moving expenses and everything like that. So I was able to have a moving company come, and I packed up my own stuff because I don't trust anybody. And I had a piece of luggage that I put like a bunch of like Fendi bags and Gucci bags and stuff in, but this is the one that I was gonna drive in with my Subaru that my parents had given me for college graduation. So the movers were behind me. We were driving to North Jersey so I could move into my place, and I don't know what happened to this piece of luggage. Somebody stole it. It was a piece of Fendi luggage. My parents had gotten it for me in Italy. It was before roller luggage, so it was shaped like a square and stuff. I get sick just telling this story. So they stole the luggage, and inside they found a bunch of designer bags and the coveted diary. The good thing is that was so long ago, if they actually had it, those stories would have been published. Now I got a TV show, I bet you're sorry, aren't you? Anyway, I say all that to say I wouldn't keep a diary now over my dead body. If I'm not gonna remember it, then it's not worth remembering. I'm not writing nothing down. There are a lot of juicy stories in the monthly magazines, so it's time for Wendy's Got You Covered. Hit it! Lemony. Okay, Serena Williams landed the cover of Vogue magazine. And I think she looks terrific. I love wild hair. I love that they don't have her all made up with like a whole bunch of makeup. I love the simplicity of the dress. She looks cute. Anyway, Serena revealed that she's a very different person on the court than she is off. Yeah, here's what she says. She says, on the court, I am fierce, I am mean, I am tough. I'm completely opposite off the court. My confidence just isn't the same. I wish I was more like I am on the court. Nobody would know that I'm constantly crying or complaining. In other words, she's like the rest of us women. What a picture. Nice, congratulations to you. You know, she's the first athlete on the cover solo. First solo athlete, right? Oh, first black female? Yeah, because I would imagine that Gabrielle Reese, that's our friend who plays volleyball. I would imagine that Gabby Reese has been on the cover before, but she's the first black athlete. Anyway, let's move along. All right, so Julianne Hough is on the cover of Allure magazine. Yeah. And inside, she's opening up about her big public scandal. That's when she dressed in blackface as the character Crazy Eyes for Halloween from Orange is the New Black. Well, you know what? I forgive her. I mean, I gave her the business at the time, but I get it. She seems like one of those types of people. She's not prejudiced, so she's not thinking prejudice when she does something like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Here's what she says. Ignorance is sometimes not bliss. I really had no idea what I was doing, and it was all out of fun and respect for the character. It makes me so sad to think that I was that dumb. I learned a big lesson. It's fine. It's fine. But you know what's funny? Because I was one of the people that covered the story, and then what I said ended up, you know, like getting pickup like on Entertainment Tonight and stuff. But when I think of Julianne Hough, I forget all about the Crazy Eyes character. I always think about Ryan Seacrest. and how you allegedly had somebody stole a whole bunch of jewelry that Ryan gave you out of the back of your car or something like that. And yeah, I always think of that Ryan's the one that got away, you know? She's a pretty girl, though. She'll get another. She's dating a hockey player, actually. And then, Britney Spears is on the cover of Us Weekly. Oh, excuse me, People magazine. With her boys. Those are the boys. And what I don't like is that inside, they're doing a group picture with her new boyfriend of only 6 months, Charlie Ebersol. Too soon. I'm sorry. Isn't it too soon to be doing... Yes. Dare I say, it's too soon for her to even be introducing Charlie to her boys, you know? But we know that Britney is fragile, and so, but we know her parents have been, while their parents are divorced, they both come together for the love of their daughter, Britney, you know, to take care of her and everything. And I'm surprised that her parents didn't advise her, it's too soon to introduce Charlie, and it's also too soon to be doing a spread in People magazine like you guys are a family. And I know everybody needs love and companionship and affection. Doesn't mean that she can't have a boyfriend, just not in the magazine and not with the boys holding him like he's the dad or something. And, you know, we can't do the other part of the story. That's right, okay. Well, there's another part of the story, but we have to do more investigative reporting.
That's right, watch next week.
Yes, yes. Make sure that you're watching our show next week. There's more to tell you, and you are gonna gag. And that's Wendy's Got You Covered. Thank you. So Amal Clooney, has had trouble adjusting to her husband George's Hollywood life, but it looks like she's done exactly what I thought she should have done in my head. She has a new celebrity BFF, Cindy Crawford. Now, what I love about Cindy Crawford is that Cindy Crawford is married for many years now to Randy Gerber, who happens to be George's best friend. It's perfect. Like to me, that's perfect. So they double date and stuff. They are so close that they bought one plot of land in Mexico, and both houses are built on the same plot of land. And they have breakfast at one's house, and then they walk across and have dinner at the other's house. That's kind of cool, and they have everything in common. I mean, you know, Cindy's smart. You know, a lot of times models get mistaken for being, you know, stupid. But no, Cindy is smart. She went to Northwestern. Now, she did drop out, but that's because the modeling career took off. But she went to Northwestern, and she was a chemical engineer major. Yes, exactly. And then, you know, we all know that, you know, Amal is very, very accomplished. And I was telling you, she's about to profess law at, at Columbia here in New York. And then Cindy, she might not be modeling anymore, but boy, oh boy, do you ever see her with that Dr. Zabad stuff? She's got like a whole, I've never bought any, but she talks a good game. This past weekend, she almost talked me into it. You know, they do side-by-side picture from when she was like 19 and now at like 49. She hasn't changed a bit. Anyway, and Amal and George are right now in New York. He's about to shoot a movie, and they were recently at, these two, at a place in New York here called Patsy's. They've got good Italian. Have you ever been to Patsy's? Yeah. Well, we found out what they ate because we're nosy. Okay, she had the penne pasta with the spicy marinara sauce, and a grilled chicken salad is what George had, and they both had cannolis and biscotti at the end. I hate Hot Topics. Why are we so nosy? Why do we know this? Why?